take this wrong, and I think with everything in life, you've got to take responsibility for yourself. You see, I'm breaking, and I'm breaking because I've had a hard life doing military type stuff for nearly 4 decades, and it takes its toll. Narrowboat life takes its toll, and I think if you've got an injury or two, there are 2 ways that narrowboat life can help you out. One, it can help you lose weight, become more agile, and that sort of fitness type stuff, it undoubtedly helps. But then if you've got injuries like a back injury, knee injuries, hip injuries, all that sort of stuff, then narrowboating doesn't help because it exacerbates those issues that you've got. So let's take, because I like to look into the future, not with my crystal ball or anything like that, but just to plan for the future. Because what if it all goes wrong? And then someone would say to me, well, you know, you've just wasted your life vlogging, having a great time, and not preparing for the future. You see, when I separated from my wife, I was fortunate that someone took me in. You know, over time, that changed, and I'm on my own. And if I fall on hard times, where's my redundancy? Where's my fallback plan? Where do I go if it all goes wrong and I'm still on my own? Who looks after me? It's all very well having done this vlogging stuff and people say, oh yeah, a nice bloke, all this sort of stuff, or maybe they don't say I'm a nice bloke, and it all goes wrong. Those people that don't like me will say, well, so what? You've done it to yourself because you haven't thought for the future. Those people that do like me will say, oh, that's a shame, but why didn't you plan? Both are right, and it's about planning, it's about assumptions, it's about taking responsibility. Opportunities, taking those as well, and here's an opportunity where I've been given, I want to make it work, and hopefully with that comes the ability to take responsibility and maybe, just maybe, get a postcode. I have found since I've been on the boat that you cannot live without a postcode. Even CRT, when they give you a license, require a postcode. Well, my postcode's on the boat. No, you need a postcode, mate. You need a postcode. Well, great, but sometimes life is a bit of a challenge. So I was given this opportunity to work abroad, and so I booked the boat into a marina. What's marina life like? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is my opinion, and that's it. However, the positives of marina life. Water, it's on tap, just get it when you want it. Electricity, the boat's plugged in, great. I can go to the toilets, in the communal toilets there. There's showers. The marina has a level of security. Everything's on tap. So you've got parking for your car if you've got one, although I haven't. You've got diesel, coal, logs, kindling, pump out if you require it, LSAM points. Under the cover of darkness, I'm doing what I have to do. I quite like this, I'm not too far away from the LSAM point, but it is the walk of shame. Or is it? You can live very comfortably on your steel tube or in your steel tube, and it's great. I have to say, I've got used to marina life really quickly. However, I've been indoctrinated by living as a continuous cruiser. I can have a good shower, but why don't I use it? Because I am indoctrinated. Now, it may change. I consider it will change. The shower bit will change. But using the water on the boat, okay, washing machine. I can use my washing machine, and I don't have to worry about how much water it uses or the electricity. To be honest, it's I'm just using washing machine. Gorgeous. Make sure I leave it clean and tidy. The stride of pride coming back. It's great having a shower, but I still use the shower the same as I do on the boat. Shower on, get wet, shower off, soap up, water on, rinse, water off. And the other thing, the only thing about going to use somebody else's, put some lights on. The only thing about going into somebody else's shower is you have to live with somebody else's smeg. Now, generally speaking, and unpack your stuff, generally speaking, the showers are, by and large, reasonably clean and tidy. However, I've been here a week now, and the bathroom is getting hairy. I mean, people lose hair in the shower, but there's just hair everywhere. You can't blame me, but I think, you know, I'd like people just to tidy up after themselves a bit more. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Because it's a communal shower, and there's 5 of them, and you know, as I say, generally speaking, they're clean and tidy, but they're you are relying on people who aren't as clean and tidy to clean and tidy up after themselves, which generally they don't do, because they don't see it as what they're doing as being an issue. I mean, they have these, as I do, squeegee things, because every time I finish in the shower, I get rid of the water. Reduces condensation, keeps the shower clean and tidy, all that sort of stuff. And I think by and large people use those, which is a good thing. Not everybody is as clean and tidy as I think I am. And there again, people might go into the shower and think, that Chris, minging. I don't think they would, personally. So that's a disadvantage of Marina life, and it's one I'm prepared to put up with. But what's interesting, turn the lights off. What's interesting is, despite me being in a marina where I am plugged in, so I've got electric, I've got water, I've got everything I need to use, as you would do. You'll notice I'm walking through in a reasonably dark boat because I don't use the, well, I still use the electricity in the water exactly the same as I do on the boat. I still have washing up that I save until it needs washing up. You know, I only use the lights that I need to use. I don't put the television on because I don't need to use it. I'm busy enough without watching television. You know, I'm editing, and at the moment I'm editing 3 videos this week in order to create the content when I'm away. Now, for that I'm grateful, because as you know, I've discussed it, how much power that computer thing takes. So for that reason alone, being in this marina has been an absolute godsend. I've got all my clothes there, shoes out, ready for packing.
cup of tea.
The negatives of marina life. Well, number one negative is cost. It's a bit pricey at nearly £400 a calendar month. And if I was living here, now I don't know what a yearly rate is. You know, I've just got 2 months worth, so I'm paying per month. I'm sure if I had a year contract, it might be a little bit cheaper, but I still have to pay council tax in the local area if I was to have this as a permanent address. So cost. Negatives, again, close living. There's a boat 2 foot away and a boat 4 foot away. It is tight. You're confined, you have almost that claustrophobic feeling, but actually if you don't look out the window you don't notice. It's just that you don't have scenery. But again, the positives of being in a marina, you don't get some lunatic driving past you as if he's on the M1 and getting your pins pulled out. Having lived on the towpath for almost 2 years has had a profound effect on me. And I am mindful of the power that I use, and I no longer take it for granted. Plenty of positives, not many negatives. Which do I prefer? I can do both, and I like both for different reasons. I like continuously cruising because it's what I bought the boat for, to travel about. I like, particularly in the spring and summer and early autumn, I love the lifestyle. There's nothing better, to be honest. Late autumn, winter, early spring, bit of a challenge. Marina life, easy. I can understand why there's people living in a marina that don't want to go out of it. And then the longer you stay in a marina, the more your anxiety levels are created. And I think the YouTube and those people vlogging don't help. Oh, I've damaged my boat. Oh, someone was going too fast. Oh, I sunk my boat. Oh, my boat's leaking. Oh, I couldn't manage the locks. Oh, this, oh, that. And everything about sensationalisation in order to get the viewers, in order to get the subscribers, is having a negative effect on the culture of the boating community. An example. I am told, I don't know how true this is, I am told last year was the hire boat industry's worst year. Now you can argue, well, maybe that's down to a cost of living crisis. You may argue also that if you want to do a narrowboat holiday, you look on YouTube and then you see all the YouTubers, and all the YouTubers are saying, oh, this, sensationalising all the bad things, because it's the bad things that sell, isn't it? I can't stand it on the canals anymore. Oh, that'd be my number one video. I'm not doing that. And I think that negative effect, that sensationalism, is having a negative effect on all sorts of things to do with canal life. Cause and effect, learn that in the military. And I don't think people understand the negative effect they're having. Again, I'm only suggesting this is, I wonder how many people actually talk to boat builders. I'm lucky that I talk to one who talks to all sorts of other people. And I do know the boating industry is on its knees. Now there are some, Braid Bar for example, they've got orders for the next 4 years. But they're a well-established, well-branded company. There are others on a different segment, in a different gap in the market that perhaps are struggling. I know there's some that have closed down. I know there are some that are losing some of their workforce. I know there are some struggling. I know that there are some boat yards unable to sell boats because the post-COVID thing, well, it's crashed. But it's not just the narrowboating world, it's also the leisure industry as far as van life is concerned. Again, I am told, and I have to trust the information, the human intelligence I've been given. So here we go. You know, I think marina life is great. I think life on the canals are great. But it's down to requirements, it's down to how you want to live and the reasons why you want to live. I have been given an opportunity for work. I've got to take it because I am breaking. Not because I can't handle it. My body is breaking because, as I said earlier, I've had a hard life. I've carried an enormous amount of weight on my knees, on my back, through my knees and through my feet, and I am breaking. If I don't look after myself, who else is going to do it? I've got to take responsibility for me. The staff, I have to say here at Marina, second to none. Can't comment anything negative about it, to be honest. The one absolute negative, comms. It's not necessarily the Marina's fault. There are however many boats here. They're using Wi-Fi. The bandwidth is pretty poor. Because if everybody uses it, then there's only so much bandwidth you can have. And we're at the end of crop ready, so I'm sure, however the signals things work, if you're at the end of the line, you have the poor bandwidth, and this poor bandwidth here. Not the Marina's fault, it's just the way it is. And it took me a full 24 hours to upload a video, which on the cut generally takes me 30 minutes. On a good day, it can take 3 hours. Benefits also, I mentioned rubbish, I can't remember. For anyone who wants to live on a narrowboat, Marina Life, don't knock it. And I said that when I did a chat with Glenn in his marina, where he was at Brinklow. I fully understand those people that require a marina because it's an easier way of life. But don't disregard Canal Life. Brilliant. I don't know what the impact of Canal Life is going to have when CRT put their licences up. I mean, it starts as of the 1st of April. My licence is due next month. So I'm supposed to be getting an email to tell me it's standard licence fee plus 5%. I get it. But I'm not moving into a marina because of the licence fee thing. And I'm still going to I've still got a mission in life to hold CRT to a greater amount of account. I'm still on that mission. So even if I live in the marina, I'm still going to do that because it helps the wider boating community. I think that's it. I wanted to make this a short one because one, the upload time, it takes forever, and two, I've got nothing else to say. Next week it may be a vlog of where I am right now. It gives me a bit of time to do some editing. I haven't got the same software on my laptop. It's a standard Apple laptop thing with iMovie. The computer is, or the laptop is, at least 10 years old. I think it was a 2013 model. So it will be very standard, basic editing, I'm afraid. And then it will be back to normal pretty soon after. There might be a week missing, a week overlap. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go yet. But here we go. Those are my thoughts on Marina Life. And thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Those of you that have, and you haven't subscribed, give it a go. And if you want to buy some merch, give it a go. And then I'll keep you informed as to what's going on. But for now, until next week, or the week after, or the week after that,